door was a little hard to get open, so it's sealed to keep dust out. So there's 4 compartments in there to put router bits. The compartment next to it is where the Gecko G540 is housed, and all the wiring from limit switches, home switches. So you can see where all the wiring comes in. Here's the 120 volt for the router. There's a relay down in the lower compartment that turns the router on. I use terminal blocks everywhere in the event that I need to test something. Makes it very easy. On the Z-axis, I made up a floating limit switch so I can set that to whatever bit I'm using and never get into my table. And there, of course, there's the home switch. NEMA 23 motors, 3 of them. This gantry weighs approximately 75 to 100 pounds. Has no problem moving any of the axis. Lead screws all are Roton 3/4 inch rolled to TPI with plastic couplers. The motor mounts are blocked in. There's an access door right here. The motors are direct drive to the shafts. The lead screws were turned on the ends with a bearing plate goes inside, and there's 2 collars that lock the motor shaft to the lead screws, so the direct mount. And you can see this one a little better right here with the access panel. Motor mounts are made out of HDPE 3/4 inch. On the end of the bearings for the X-axis, you can see HDPE used here. The bolts are actually made out of 3/8 inch all thread tapped into the HDPE, so this plate has 4 bolts sticking out that come through and gets bolted on. Turnbuckles are used for adjusting the gantry to the rails. Also used behind the Z-axis and behind the X-axis on both sides. This machine has approximately 3 sheets of 3/4 MDF, primed, painted. The concept for construction was compression. This main gantry bar is actually 4 layers thick MDF, 3/4 inch, 1 inch C-channel, top, bottom, compressed with using 1/4 inch bolts, which are 1/4 inch all thread, tightened to compress on the beam. The same concept was used for the table. This is actually 4 thicknesses of MDF. And again, you can see 1/4 inch bolts going through completely, connecting both rails so they could be tightened and adjusted to proper thickness for the gantry to move on. The ends are blocked up MDF again, bolted on with using T-nuts from the bottom, so the ends will come off, tabletop will come off for easy move. The bottom has casters underneath So the black bars actually have adjusters on each end, 1/2 inch bolt with a nut welded to the bar. So it can be lifted off the casters or dropped back down and rolled around.